You people! Oh my goodness! Hello, everybody! Hello! Oh my gosh, off! That bit cup explosion! Hello, everyone! Welcome to the stream! Odds and Ends, Amethyst Cat Lady, Geek Outs, Resident Bard, Craft Focus, First Clone, Aqua Gem Art, Gemini Lightning, Just Here for Coffee, First Clone, I think I said that already, Koala Aqua Bear, Blizzard Star, Luke Thomas, Walnuts. Hello, everybody! Hello! It's so good to see you all. Aqua Gem, welcome on in. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. Your stream that I was at earlier was such a delight, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. And, oh my goodness, so many subscriptions. We're in a hype trade. We have literally 17 seconds left in a level 4 hype trade that started before I even got to my computer. You people are absolutely astounding, and I love you all with my whole heart. Thank you so much for the warm welcome back. Walnuts, thank you so much for 19 months. First Clone, thank you so much for 11 months. You were so close to a year. Hype train success! Thank you guys so much. Oh, I got the hype rogue. Thank you guys so much for the support right off the bat. Goodness gracious. Thank you. Resident Bard, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Fungus Lich, Dragon Loot, Hate Hunt, Loafing Around with Bread, and Psy Art. Welcome back to Having Wings, everyone. Oh, Mom, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Thank you. Geek Outs, thank you so much for gifting us up to Tashley Lou, Spitfire, the Tobin Lord, Bread and Roses, and Boner Senseless. Thank you so much, and welcome to the brigade, everyone. Welcome back to Having Wings. Craft Focus, thank you so much for the 12 months. Fully a year. You've been here for a year. Woohoo! Rigged, yes. Rigged all the way. Hello, everyone. I have liquid sustenance, and I'm in the process of being well acquainted with my heating pad because cramps. I feel you, Amethyst. I feel you. Getting your period right after you get a vaccine seems to be pretty common, and it sucks. Choo 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 choo! Thank you. Our squadron commander returns. It's so good to be back, everybody. How was your last 2 weeks? We haven't seen each other for a long time, and we have a lot to catch up on. We hate trades. Kill those trains. Kill those trains. Kill those trains. Thank you, guys. I'm feeling sleepy today, so this might be a breeze I may fall asleep during. Well, I'll be happy to have you, even if you fall asleep. It's gonna be, I don't know what this stream is gonna entail. I feel like it's, based on the beginning, might be a little rowdy. So who knows if you're gonna be able to sleep during it. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Boom, baby! Yes. I had to post that GIF in the Discord today. It's my favorite entrance GIF. From Emperor's New Groove. Nice shirt. Thank you. I got it at Target a while ago. During Pride Month. During Pride. Oh, shoot, guys. You did! Odds, I'm so excited to see it. I cannot wait. Odds are that 1 in 4 persons who menstruate will start their cycle within a week of receiving the vaccine. That happened to me. Not to get too blue or anything, but when I got the vaccine a few Saturdays ago, during my break, the Monday afterwards, I got my period, and it sucked. It hurt like nobody's business. So if you are a person who menstruates, I'm very sorry. And if that happens to you, we're in this together. I understand your pain. I'm nerve excited to get my first stabbing Thursday. Yeah, it's always like, yay, I'm gonna get vaccinated, but also, I don't know what the effects will be on my body. We'll find out. And also, very congrats, Gemini. I got my vaccine sort of just kind of willy-nilly, randomly. They just kind of like, one of my friends from Duluth, well, not from Duluth, he's from Superior, but one of my friends from college who lives in Superior, which is in the Wisconsin side of Duluth, he sent me and my friends a whole bunch of links of like some free slots that were open in Duluth that weekend, and me and Daniel just were like, you know what, fuck it, let's drive up to Duluth on Saturday and get some shots. And so that's what we did. It is nice to be able to schedule your sickness. I was very lucky that I was able to schedule my sickness during my break. I've been looking for places with appointments available every couple of days and haven't found one yet. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find. The only reason we found one is because our friends found one for us. Ooh, that's awesome, Gemini! Yay! Well, without further ado... Oh, Ashley, you're gonna leave us already? Go be back. You are always back. You always come back. She was hanging out in here with me literally all day, so I'm not surprised that she's leaving now. And why... the camera got really blurry for no reason. But without further ado, before we start getting into the lovely coloring of this coloring page, it's not a coloring page, it turned into a coloring page. It didn't start out being a coloring page, but it is also a coloring page on my Gumroad if y'all want to check that out. And if you like all this pretty line art on it. But, without further ado, my mother is shouting. Ash? What you doing? Do you have to use the bathroom? Ah, she's using the bathroom. She seemed like very reluctantly going to litter box back there. I should have colored this page. And Farmer Ann, yes! I can't, if anyone has colored this coloring page, please let me know. I would love to see what you guys have done. I'm gonna get so sidetracked during the stream. I'm rusty. I'm 2 weeks rusty. I don't remember how to stream. Let's figure this out together. Announcements! There is announcements to go over because I've been gone for 2 weeks, and if you didn't notice, based on the announcements at the beginning of the week on Monday, I have a lot going on this week. Oh! Hello, Scribbler Gaming! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in! How y'all doing today? Welcome, Raiders! Hello! What are y'all up to? What were you playing and or drawing today, Scribbler Gaming? Hello! Welcome on in! You just came in at the very beginning. Gallivantic Sage, Scribbler Gaming. I had to call my streamer not feeling well. I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry you're not feeling well, but hopefully you can rest in this chat with us. Ooh! Horizon Zero Dawn is super good. Yes! Thank you for the shout out for Scribbler! Everyone, please go check out Scribbler Gaming. Thank you so much for the raid! For everyone that's coming in who doesn't know who I am, this is a perfect segue because I was just starting to do announcements. But my name is Bree. I am a digital artist and digital art streamer here on Twitch. I stream tarot drawing on Tuesdays. I do doodle drawings on Saturdays. And on Thursday, I'm actually going to be stopping doing my gaming streams for a little bit. I've been playing through Spiritfarer for a while. But I'm going to be stopping doing that on Thursday probably because we're going to be finishing the game, and for a while that's going to become a commission stream where I draw a whole bunch of stuff that I want to draw, or you guys have commissioned me to draw, or things like that. So if you like my art today, and if you like the line art that you see on screen right now, please consider following and hanging out with us. We're a really chill stream, except, sometimes when we're crazy and really optimistic and hyper for no reason. Who knows how to stream? Streams are just the epitome of we're doing it live. Yeah, LH, that's 100% true. Also, welcome to the stream, LH! Welcome. I can't wait to go and check out your channel later, Scribbling. I wonder, can I follow? Yes. I will. I'll go follow you right now so I don't forget. Horizon Zero Dawn is such a good game. Such a good game. I watched Daniel played through all of it in a week. Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! And also, just as a fun few announcements, if you like this stream and want to see more places where I'm going to be streaming later this week, Darth! Hello! Welcome to the stream! I'm going to be streaming Borderlands on Rule of Lore's channel at 8 p.m. CST on Saturday. Rule of Lore is a very great friend of the show, friend of the channel, a really amazing channel on itself, doing a lot of TTRPG streaming. They have a D&D game that they stream on Tuesdays. They've got a Cypher game that they stream on Wednesdays. They've got a talk show that they do on Fridays, and then every so often on Saturdays and Sundays we'll do a errant stream of playing some games, and I'm gonna be on Rule of Lore, with Resident Bard, our lovely mod, and a few other amazing people in this community playing some Borderlands. So if you're interested in watching me cause chaos on purpose, definitely come and check us out. Also, 2 more streams that I'm gonna be on that are not my streams this week. I'm streaming 6 times this week. 6 times. And 2 of those are twice in a day. But I will be participating in an amazing witchy convention organized by the lovely Lisa Penrose on Sunday at 1:15 and 3:45 p.m. CST. It is called Arcana. It is a amazing convention that is going to be supporting bat conservation, and it has going to have lots of lovely artists and witchy personas on Twitch, and game creators and people that are very into tarot and witch things and practices and pagan rituals and things like that, and also geek stuff and drawing and TTRPGs and things like that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a 2-day convention on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, on April 24th and April 25th. And I will be on... Yeah, time to go... I have rested. Time to go off. Exactly. I go from vacation to super busy. That's what happens when you're like, oh, well, I'll be back at this time. I guess I can do things then. But yes, I'll be doing an amazing TTRPG and tarot panel, talking about how tarot cards and the tarot practices can be integrated into TTRPG games at 1:15 CST on Lisa Penrose's Twitch channel. And then again at 3:45 p.m. I'm going to be doing a tarot drawing stream, much like this stream, on her channel as well. So definitely go and check that out. If you don't know much about it, I'll just go to twitch.tv/Lisa Penrose. There's a lot of information there. Or you can go to Lisa Penrose's website, that's the word, and learn more about all the different types of panels that you can find there. And then also, just a few other amazing things that are going to be happening this week, is that we have Neverwinter Community Day on Friday. If you, just as a quick reminder for everyone, if you want to go and hang out and play some Neverwinter with the community, we're going to be doing that in the Discord on Friday this week. A poll for when... Yes, please go follow Lisa. Lisa's amazing. Lisa Penrose is an absolutely lovely person. Yes, causing problems on purpose. As well as, also, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, that the Spiritfarer finale, a game that we've been playing for like more than 6 months at this point, the finale is going to be happening on Thursday. Crossing our fingers that no unforeseen glitches or circumstances will bar us from doing so. And also, the lovely follower stream that you guys funded by getting us to 500 followers will be happening in May. I know I said it'd be it'd be happening at the end of April, but given the fact that I just came back from vacation and John is extremely busy and I turned out to be also extremely busy, we're pushing it back to May. But I promise it will be happening and it will be a lot of fun. And also, just a few other quick reminders about some charity stuff and things is that the before I went on my vacation, we were fundraising for Asian Americans Advancing Justice. It is an amazing charity that you can still donate to and still contribute to, and it is still helping Asian American Pacific Islanders in the Georgia area. But another great way to support and also get some things out of it, Rule of Lore is currently having a fundraiser and is doing an amazing fundraiser for Asian Americans Advancing Justice this week. So if you haven't been participating in it and didn't know that it was happening, go and check out their streams. They're awesome, and you can help donate to AAJC and get some really, really cool stuff from it. So definitely go and check that out. the Borderlands stream that I'll be doing on Saturday with them is also going to be part of that. So there you go. And yes, shout out Rule of Lore. And also, I just, for those of you that have been keeping up to date with things that have been happening in Minneapolis the last week, and specifically today, of course I'm gonna boost. You're doing a charity thing that I was doing, and you're my friends. I'm gonna boost you. It's just the way of the world. But, if you've been keeping apprised of what's been happening in Minneapolis, since last summer, there's been an amazing, compiled list that has been in my chat and has been, speaking. I'm so rusty at speaking. A command and a timed message in the chat for ways to support and resources to find and resources to learn more about the Black Lives Matter movement and helping people that have been affected and need help and funding change in the Black Lives Matter and making sure that people are continually and able to be safe and not killed. So in the light of recent stuff that has happened in the last few weeks in Minneapolis, as well as the trial results today, we have updated the timed bot for in the chat, as well as there is now a command. You can do BLM, or exclamation mark BLM, and you can get some places to donate to for the Minnesota's Freedom Fund. You can also get a link to support local businesses and charities, as well as you can help support Dante's, I think that's how I've never actually said it out loud, Dante's family by donating at the tiny URL. So if you would like to, if you have been having a hard time finding charities and places to support, to help support the people and the protests happening in Minnesota right now, you can do so there. And that's what I've got. That's all my announcements, and I hit Ash's camera again. Speaking! Time to go drink. Also, can we please get a huge shout out? Can we please get a huge shout out in chat for Scribbler Gaming? It was so awesome for you to raid me. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. I had an absolute lovely time chatting with you for the little bit that you were here. And if anyone had to go and sleep and or get some food, that is totally understandable. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you so much. Ooh, gosh, man, I'm so bad at speaking. Hands in speaking. When you don't have to speak in front, I'm not speaking in front of a lot of people, but when you don't have to speak for a long time, speaking a lot is hard. Oh my gosh! First Clone, you just made an appointment for your first dose on Thursday? Yay! Congrats! This Thursday will not be cursed. If we bring it into the world, it'll be true. If we say it enough times, it will be true. Turns out Brie and I are extremely busy. Turns out! Go figure! Lisa Penrose is a good bean. Lisa Penrose is an amazing bean, and I'm so glad that we rated her those few times, and I've gotten a rapport with her because she's freaking lovely, and I love her so much. You go. Well, I think without further ado, let's actually start drawing. Let's actually do the drawing, maybe. Let's maybe actually do the drawing that we came here to do. Go figure. So, everyone tell me, while I'm starting this coloring, how was your last 2 weeks? What have you guys been up to? Tell me everything. Tell me literally everything you've done. I have missed you all. We're giving away Astroneer game keys Wednesday and Friday. awesome. Oh yeah, you told me about that. That the Rule of Lore, like, one of the, like, community managers for Astroneer came into your channel and was like, hey, you want some game keys to give away? That's awesome. That's so cool. And I wrote a whole... That's really cool. A whole game? I don't know what color to draw these. You know what? I honestly do not know what color to draw this stuff. We've been so focused on the line art that I do not even know what color we're supposed to be doing. We'll just go with a straight up green for now. Green grass. She's an inland. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. John is trying to pull a drag. What is pulling a drag? Just being amazing and awesome and just doing too many things all at once? Puce, mauve, and khaki. I do know what mauve and khaki is. I'm very sad to not know what puce is. Is that like a yellow? Is that a yellow one? Puce is a pinkish purple. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was yellow. John has it. That is very me. The past 2 weeks, I've been playing House Flipper. I recorded my Kiwanis set 3 musical theater songs of different styles in a row. Ooh, nice. Got an 100 average in math, PogChamp, and now I'm trying to figure out how to draw on a Chromebook. That sounds like a very successful 2 weeks. I have never played House Flipper. How is House Flipper? Ooh, story time, story time, story time. When Geekos joked about a nurse cat's TTBG, I have run all the way to now. Wait, hold on. You're planning a Kickstarter about nurse cats? What? How did I not know about this? We talk every day. How did I not know about this? Are you kidding me? Wait, is the reason Santa Claus the movie? You'd like it. I'm sure I would. In the last 24... What am I gonna do with you? You always make fun of me for working myself too hard. What the fuck are you doing? My best. I've done basically nothing today. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you did basically nothing. You apparently worked way too much yesterday, so I'm glad you didn't do anything today. I'm trying very, very hard to pace myself now that I'm back from vacation. I'm trying very hard to pace myself and not overwork myself. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to resist the impulse to just keep working. Nurse, exactly. Nurse Cat sounds amazing, First Clone. How much interior design is there in House Flipper? Because that definitely sounds, if there's a lot of interior design, that sounds very much like my shit. Okay. My brother took the front seat when we were kids on a long road trip, and we were low-key roughhousing. I was sitting right behind him. I kept tugging on his sweater hood through the headrest, and my mother sighed and was like, Jonathan, stop turning your brother puce. What? Stop turning your brother puce. Phenomenal. Amazing. 10 out of 10. You paint walls and do floors and buy furniture and decor. Ooh, yes! That sounds very much like my shit. That sounds very much like my shit. So forever after we would yell pews and put each other in headlocks just to give my mother gray hairs. Oh my god. Why? Pew says a battle cry. What? I've been doing the past 2 weeks. People have, I've been asked that a lot. Whenever I've hung out with people the last few weeks, they're like, "What have you been up to?" And I honestly cannot remember. So let me see if I can recount the last 2 weeks for you. Well, the first few of the days was spent painting the sunken living room. It is a fun color called Sassy Peach now, and. That was mostly that weekend, and it took a while. All right, now let's actually think. So Sunday was Easter, so that was doing Easter things with my family. Monday was mostly me not doing much of anything. Was the break successful? Do you feel refreshed? I feel pretty refreshed. I definitely feel much more... I don't feel fully refreshed, like I'm not anxious about things anymore, but I definitely feel more refreshed and more able to really, like, be level-headed about my decisions and really take a step back and be like, that's too much work that I've been doing. So, in that way, I'm refreshed, but there's definitely still things where I'm not feeling fully refreshed, but I mean, I feel like a 2-week vacation after not taking a vacation for a year doesn't really make you feel fully refreshed. But that's just me. I also was still stuck at my house and not able to go anywhere. So it didn't really feel fully like a vacation. And it took a very long time for me to actually, like, I think it was a very good thing that it was a very, very good thing that the beginning of my vacation started out with me painting the house. And me and Daniel painting the house. Because if I wasn't doing that and I was just lazing around doing nothing, I feel like I would have had a very, very hard time. I feel like I'd have a very, very hard time being okay with not doing anything. Because, like, after we finished the painting and after we got all that stuff done and moved everything back in the living room, I was ready to, like, be like, okay, I've done a whole bunch of manual labor. I've not stopped working for 72 hours painting. I have earned the ability to sleep and not do anything for a few days. So that was nice. Yes. It is really nice to be able to sit into to be able to sit in the living room now and be like, I did that. I made it look this way. And it feels it's so much, the living room before, the sunken living room before was, like, extremely gray, and it was very gray and kind of depressing, and me and Daniel both really hated that, and now it's this fun, warm, orange color, and that makes it feel like a much nicer place to be in and spend most of our time in. Hi, Ash, you're back. Yeah? The child is back. I don't know why it's so blurry. Come on. I'm gonna force you. Come on. Stop being so blurry, camera. Ash is here. Come on, Ash. Make the camera think that you're a real person. What the heck? Aw, hi, baby. Hi, my sweet. Hello, beautiful child. I have no idea why it got so blurry. Nothing was clear. Nothing happened. But you're so happy, aren't you, Ash? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So it's, like, very good at this. Come on. How do I make it focus? Maybe it'll just happen on its own. Guys, let me know if, like, oh my gosh, you're so blurry, baby. There we go. There we go. The camera fixed itself. Yes. Yes. Yes, you sweet child. Darth Pillow, exactly. That is exactly why I have that emote. Yeah, I was resting today, but I rearranged and deep cleaned my room, and it was invigorating. Oh, yes. There are days when you're like, I don't want to do anything and just kind of laze around and stuff, and those are really great days. But then there's the days where you're like, all right, I need to do something. Something has to happen, and I need to do something. I might as well clean my room, and then you're like, afterwards, and you're done, and you're like, oh my god, this feels so much better. I'm so much less anxious now that I have actual room to walk around. I've definitely learned that a lot of my anxiety and just general anxiety, it gets worse and worse the dirtier my house gets. And then when, like, it gets cleaned a little bit or something gets moved and, like, it looks better, and I'm like, oh my god, I just feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. This is amazing. Which doesn't necessarily, which is kind of a sad thing because I am not a naturally organized person. but back to what I was doing for the past 2 weeks. All right. So yeah, Sunday was Easter. Monday, Daniel's brother was here. And hanging out. So I spent most of that day kind of just cleaning and doing whatever, and I feel like I was doing something else, but I honestly cannot remember what I had to do on that Monday. Oh no, that was the day that it was 83 degrees. That was the day that it was 83 degrees in Minnesota. And it snowed twice since then. Minnesota weather is wild. But it was 83 degrees on Monday, and I was sending out everyone's packages. That's what I was doing. I had a nice drive around the city, and I sent out everyone's giveaway gifts. That's what I was doing. And then I came home and did nothing for the rest of the day. You know. And then I did nothing, and I sat outside, and I watched a K-drama in the evening where it was about to thunderstorm, and it was very nice. And then on Tuesday was my mom's birthday, and I spent most of that day hanging out with her online, and we played some Neverwinter, and it was awesome. And then we watched the Muppet movie later on that night, and while Daniel got all of the living room moved out so we could paint the next day. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we painted the living room. We painted and did all of the trim. A K-drama, I'm enthusiastic. Actually, I'm not sure if it was actually a K-drama. I think it was a C-drama, but in the genre of shows that are like anime but are live action. I've been watching a lot of Asian dramas recently, and I don't know where they are from until I hear the language, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually Chinese. Oh, okay, that's Korean. Oh, okay, that's Japanese. But I'll get to that. I think the one that I was watching was a C drama, and it was called Go Go Squid, and it was pretty okay. It was interesting enough for me to keep watching it, but not too interesting that it made me anxious, which is important. From Spaghetti? What is spaghetti? But if you want my recommendations I could probably go on about Asian dramas. That balance is key. Exactly. If I could probably go, I have gone through many of the Asian dramas in Netflix. I've gone through many of them. And some are good, and some are not. Recently, it seems that a lot of the ones that are on Netflix are Chinese, where a few years ago, a lot of the ones that were on Netflix were Korean. And that's an interesting thing that I don't know why that happened, but it seems to be the trend recently. One of my favorite K-dramas, though, that I've watched is Strong Girl Do Bong Soon. That one is phenomenal. That one is so good. It gets pretty intense for a while. I can give you recommendations. Please do. But, yeah, Strong Girl Do Bong Soon is amazing. It is... The love interest is adorable. Yeah, the love interest is adorable. She is a superhero. She is gifted with the power of super strength, and it's awesome. There is a serial misogynist who has killed women but doesn't actively try to kill women. He just kidnaps them to make them his wife. and it's scary and real creepy. But the other parts of the drama is really good. Mostly rom-com. I go for rom-com. That's just me. Though I have gotten into some of the historical and not the thriller. I usually try to stay away from thriller, but mostly rom-com and some of the historical. There's been a lot of really good historical ones that have come out recently, I've heard. And then another really good K-drama one is, I'm pretty sure this is Korean. I think. It's been a while since I watched it, and I can't remember the language at this point. But, is called Weightlifting, Weightlifting Fairy, Kim Bok-ju. That's Korean. And it's also freaking great, which it's also an adorable love interest who just stands the lead woman, and she is a weightlifter, and they go to a sports college, and it's just amazing, and the rom-com aboutness of it is so cute, and their dynamic is adorable, but it also deals really interestingly with, women's, how they see themselves type of thing, and it's really cool, and I really like it, and I highly recommend that one, too. A recent C-drama that I've watched that I've really enjoyed, because it's just fun and doesn't have a lot going on other than, friendship and sports, is Prince of Tennis on Netflix. Prince of Tennis Juniors, I think? Not a lot is happening. It's a sports anime. It's adapted from a sports manga. And, it's that one, but it's so good and so silly. It's so silly. You'll watch shows with real people in them? I do, in fact. I've gotten really into watching shows with real people in them recently. But they have to be just as campy as if they were, animated, if that makes any sense. The lead actress in which one? In, the Weightlifting Fairy or Strong Girl? Did you recommend Startup? I was thinking of watching that one because isn't the main actor in that one also the main actor from Weightlifting Fairy? Because I was looking into that one, but I've heard that a lot of people online don't like it very much, and that he's kind of just an entitled know-it-all. And I was less interested in that, but if you think it's good, then I might check it out. Yeah, Weightlifting Fairy. Weightlifting Fairy is so good. Oh yeah. I have not been watching as many streams as I have been wanting to recently. I don't know why. I've just gotten really into compact storytelling. I've really gotten into the binging aspect of storytelling recently. So streams are much more long form than my attention span recently has been. Try again, John. will die on this. I will die on this hill as someone who produces actual plays. What are some other ones that I recommend? Those are the two that are like... What are some other ones that I recommend that I've watched recently? I mean, Go-Go Squid was pretty good. That one is a C-drama, I'm pretty sure. That one was pretty good. Oh, a J-drama that I really, really enjoy. Because it's so... it doesn't draw the story out like a lot of K-dramas and C-dramas do. This J-drama is based off of a manga, and it is called My Little Lover. But that's the the English translation. I don't remember the Japanese translation. But it's this girl they're in high school, and this boy and this girl were childhood friends when they were little, and over the years have grown apart, obviously. And on one day where she gets confessed to this other guy, she kind of realizes that she still maybe has feelings for her old childhood friend, and then she she gets bad grades all the time, and then she goes home, and she's, a lot of things happen. Basically, she wants to go do this cool dance thing, and her parents won't let her because she has bad grades, and then she runs into this guy into her old childhood friend, and she basically asks why they're not friends anymore. Basically asks why they're not friends anymore, and he basically tells her that he hates her, and she runs away crying. You know how that goes. And then the storm kicks up, and she finds shelter in a cave. And she finds shelter in a cave and doesn't come home, and just kind of is really sad and sleeps in this cave. And then when she wakes up, she has become this tall. She is she transforms into a very small little person, basically a little bitty folk or a borrower. And the guy that basically told her that he hated her finds her, because he doesn't actually hate her. You know how these things work. And he finds her because she didn't come home the next day, and he was the last person to have seen her, and he was worried that something happened to her, and that it would be his fault. And then he found her, and she was this tiny, and then he took her, and and throughout the series they try to figure out how to make her big again, and then in the process fall in love. It's cute. It's adorable and stupid, and I love it. It's very well shot in a way that's you believe that she's that tiny. Sometimes you don't, but and it's just shot pretty well, and the main guy's acting is really good, because he has to pretty much act all the time when there's no one in the room with him, because obviously she's not actually there acting alongside him, because they have to superimpose her being that tiny. It's funny. It's wild. Anyways. That's another one that I highly recommend. It's wild. What is the point of this argument again? If you want a deep, What's up, Ash? You resituating? If you want a deep, contemplative, sad yet uplifting one, My Mister. I feel like I've heard of that one. My Mister. If it's on Netflix, and I'm sure I've heard of it. It's not necessarily a K-drama, but it is a Korean movie. I really, really want to watch Space Sweepers. I have not watched it yet, and I really want to. It seems so cool. it seems super cool. Alright, what color do you guys think that the pentacle flower should be? Because I feel like we should work on that next. Because that's going to be taking up a lot of our space. And I don't really know what the flower should look like. I feel like I've heard of her too. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this up right now. Blue. You want the flowers to be blue? I usually go for a warmer color, but blue would not be bad. I wouldn't mind doing a blue. Making the apples be the only, like, red, maybe? Blue. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yes, I definitely recognize her face. Awesome. I'll check it out. I just like the contrast. Oh my gosh. IU was massive. Hey, Fofos! Marks, welcome on in! How's your day going? Happy Tarot Tuesday. And I don't care, and I love blue as well. I mean the actual pentacle part can be yellow if we want. But yeah, I'll make these flowers different variations of blue. I'm down for blue. Hey, Rainy! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the stream! How's your Tuesday going? How is life, my friend? Long. 3.1k left. You got this, Rainy. You're so close. I haven't listened to a lot of Korean music, but with how much I watch K-dramas or Asian dramas, I feel like I should get into it. Well, 100% not the best, but I'm glad you're back to streaming. I am glad I'm back to streaming too. I have missed you guys. I miss just chatting and doing whatever with you. We have a lot to catch up on. And if I am rather distracted, please forgive me. I have lost a lot of my cognitive function to stream. I have forgotten how to do it. Ooh, that's awesome. Commission examples are very hard to do, so good on you for doing it. Yes, all the alphabet pups. K-pop, J-pop. I've listened to some J-pop and some K-pop. but not enough for me to know much about it. I have playlists because I've been asked a K-pop list, a list of non-K-pop Korean movies. Like, ooh, definitely feel free to like share some of that stuff because I would love to listen to some of it while I'm working. I've listened to when I was in college, a lot of the music I listened to while studying was anime music because I get really bored if things don't have lyrics, but usually if it has lyrics, I won't be able to focus on the things that I'm either writing or reading. So if I listen to it in a different language, then I can actually work while listening to it. But no one bits. I'm hoping like visual representation will get bites. Vibrance with German folk bands. What is some of your guys' favorite music that isn't from the United States or from English-speaking countries? What's the best channel? Probably sharing cool stuff. Either sharing cool stuff or links for later. Fight me. I do not know what fawn is. And I think what I have learned about social media and commissions is that people really care about being able to visually understand commissions. So I feel like you're definitely going to get more bites with visuals. Massive drop. Mariachi music! Mariachi music is fun. Dualamin, which is Gaelic. I've listened to like a lot of like Gaelic folk music that my dad liked on Beltane and holidays like that. But I never really listened to it on my own. Also Celtic women when they get into Gaelic songs. Basically what I'm learning from this is that I really should listen to more international music. Ooh. Cool. I like looking at best voice performances of non-English songs. It gets you started. I'll have to do that. Tibetan throat singing is super cool. Whenever that's referenced in media, I always find it so interesting. Rainy, if you want to like put some links in the Discord, I would absolutely love to check those out later. I do not know if I'll be able to remember. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while, guys. Bear with me. Coloring all of the lines that I really didn't plan of where they were going, or what they were to look like. I'm always looking for more especially right now. I'm always looking for more music that I'm able to listen to while also doing other things, because my ability to multitask is either a necessity or I'm super bad at it, so I don't know. Well, if I do the paint bucket tool, then they will be on the same layer as the lines. And not all of them are as close as you think. Radix Gigi. Cool. Ooh, another thing that I was really getting into at the end of my break was a channel that Miranda showed me. Was called, I'm sure probably a lot of you people know who this channel is, but I had never heard of them, is Overly Sarcastic Productions. And they talk a lot about history and mythology, something that I am really all about. Once you set a layer as a reference layer. I mean, I can try. I mean, I can create a clipping mask. Hey, Lynette, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 18 months. Welcome, welcome in. How's your Tuesday going? 18 months. So I can do that. But that doesn't necessarily help me with coloring inside the lines. Long day at work. But it's, ooh, it's 70 out. Congratulations. That sounds like a lovely time. Please go enjoy the wonderful air. No. I mean, maybe. Not that I know. Normal mode, dissolve, behind, clear, difference, exclusion, saturation, overlay, soft light, hard light. Layer. Layer mask. I don't know, I can't see it. Hey, Clock! Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How is your Tuesday going? It's great to see you again today. I mean, generally I would, if I was in the middle of doing this piece not on stream, I'd probably Google it to see if that's a thing that I could do, but since I am on stream, I do not want to take up our precious drawing time by Googling, so I will do this. And do my best to color within the lines. Rolls around. Roll around, Rainy, roll around. I'm so good to see you, Lynette. I really hope that it's wonderful and where the 70-degree out weather is wonderful. It is only 40 degrees here, and it was 30 earlier today, so sadly not a good day to go and hang out. But not a good day to go hang out outside. But I'm hoping that it continues to get warmer. It goes from being like 60 degrees and then the next day it's like 30 degrees and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just want to put my plants outside. While listening to instrumental music from different parts of the world, like there's a Tibetan musician who performed with some Celtic performers and combined like Celtic music with Tibetan. Find the video, share it. Ooh, yes, I'll definitely check that out after the stream. My cultures were a bit off. I'm glad you're doing good, Clockface. How was modding for Stumpy? I was really glad that I was able to pop in. Lots of great music. And yeah, everyone, if you're not part of the Discord and want to listen to some really cool music, definitely go and check out the Discord, because apparently everyone's just been putting in their favorite international music, and I'm so excited to check it out after the stream. Oh my goodness! Hello! Ambi! Raiders! Hello! Elf Barf Naked! Miss Gilbertros, BJ White, Javin Azriel! Oh, one that I cannot pronounce. Oof! Hello, Effin Blue! Ambi! Sakamayab! Birthday Shirk! Ike! Hello, everyone! Hide your cookies! Observer! Welcome to the stream, everyone! Thank you so much for the follow, Observer. Dragonfly, hello. Yeah, you came out in a wild time. Hello, JJ, welcome on in. Hello, Ambi. How was your stream? I was there for a little bit at the beginning. Javin Azrael, Sakumayab, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the brigade. I was there at the beginning of the stream, or middle part of the stream. So I don't know what you're working on. If you wanna, hello, Ambi. If you want to share what you were working on in stream today, please put a link in the chat. I would love to show it off. I was here before stream started, then got distracted. No worries. Yes, thank you so much for the shout out for Ambi. No worries. You can call me Wi-Fi if you like. That's what I'm known as in these parts of Twitch. Well, welcome on in, Wi-Fi. It's great to see you. It's great to have you. Ani, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see you all! Ambi, thank you so much for the raid! Thank you. I hope you had a great rest of your stream. Y'all are lovely. Thank you so much for the raid. Well, for those of you that came in with Ambi stream and don't know who I am, my name is Bree. I am a digital artist here on Twitch. I mostly stream art, though sometimes I stream gaming streams. Though that will be put on pause for a while, because we're almost finished with the game that we've been playing for 6 months, and I was gonna transition over to doing art on Thursdays instead now. But today is a Tarot Tuesday stream where we are working on the Tarot card Nine of Pentacles for the Brigade Tarot deck. We're making a community tarot deck where everyone from the community can get channel points. Oh, Dragonfly, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the brigade. And get channel points and request tarot cards. And we're currently working on the Nine of Pentacles. And just chatting and catching up, because I've been on Ani. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the brigade. Oh boy, I've lost my train of thought. But my name is Bree. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays are tarot streams, Thursdays are gaming streams, but we'll transition into commission streams, and Saturdays are my doodle streams, where I do 20-minute doodles and hang out with y'all and have a good time. So if you like what you see, please consider coming back and hanging out with us. It's always a fun time to have you all, and it's great to see so many new faces. Hello, everyone. That was a little late. It's okay, Ano. Am I saying it correctly? We were playing Spiritfarer. It took a while. Oh gosh, the stream was all over the place, so no actual progress was made today, but I'd love to show a project I was working on last. Oh, of course, Ambi, please, feel free. I would love to see what you're working on. And yes, we also have many of wonderful friends from Annabelle and Sir Nuffalo and all of these people here. You know, Art Twitch just knows everyone, it seems. Either Anu or Ani is fine. All right, I will say I will do that. Thank you very much for letting me know. Sometimes raid 15 to 30 minutes after the fact. Wi-Fi, I feel you. I feel you. Streams are chaos. Streams are always chaos, but it's so great to have you all. Can we get another shout out in the chat for Ambi? Ambi's absolutely lovely. Ambi is a friend of the channel and is so lovely. She streams art very frequently, and sometimes just kind of has a very fun time and does whatever, and it's always a pleasure to be in her streams. So please go give her a follow. Or a subscription. Whatever you want. Hide your cookies. You're lucky I don't have any cookies with me today. I usually have brownies, but you're lucky I don't have any cookies with me. I don't think you need permission for the link. You don't need permission for the link, I don't think. And if you do, I'm very sorry. Cookie saga. Oh my gosh, the cookie saga. There is a very long clip of me trying to open a package of cookies, and it took me way longer than I expected it to. In that case, here you go. Yes, I can't wait to check it out. Oh my god, Ambi! This is gorgeous! Oh my god! Hello, Raiders! Hello, everyone! Stumpy! Clockwork Luna, hello! Oh my god! Hi, everyone! Welcome to the stream. I was just showing off Ambi's art. Unbelievable! 2 raids! Hello! Ambi, I will show your art in just a second. Just so everyone can kind of see what I'm working on. Within minutes of each other. Stumpy, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. You've brought the masses, Clock. Thank you. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hello. Ike, welcome back in. You were here earlier. Clockwork Luna, D. Emily Art, Breadwin, Miss Ari, Anrix Cobra, Alistair 77, Willstar Mojo, Hattie Zian, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hinab Koo, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, welcome to the brigade, everyone. Unbelievable. Stumpy, you've been stumped. Thank you so much for the raid, Stumpy. Welcome on in. You did break me. DJ Slimy, hello. Thank you, welcome in. Breadwin, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the brigade. Oh, Stumpy was just about to jump over. Well, Ambi, you don't have to go anywhere. John, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Stumpy. Stumpy, you've been subscribed for 3 months. Welcome back to having wings, my friend. Ah, Kitty. Yes, this is my cat, Ash. She is a pretty regular fixture on the stream, and she's our mascot. We love her dearly. Well, damn. Well, damn. Hello, everyone. Yes, I was excited when I was in Succession. This is beautiful. Thank you. Yes, make sure to refresh the page so you don't have the refer raid at the end of your thing. Hype train is so close. Matt, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Ambi. Ambi, welcome to having wings. And smash that follow button. Thank you, Stumpy. Oh, guys. Hello, everyone. Well, hello, everybody. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Bree. I was in Stumpy's chat earlier today. My name is Bree. I am a second hype train. My name is Bree. I am a digital artist here on Twitch. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays are my tarot streams where we draw tarot cards that have been suggested and funded by the chat here. We're making a Brigade tarot deck. Oh, Stumpy, thank you so much for the 45 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, now you have now you have the ad emote Ambi. Yes, Ash is a muted calico. I do tarot. Oh my goodness. Hype train. Get it. Thank you guys so much for the 100 bits and the 500 bits. I'm never ever going to get through this introduction to all of you lovely people that came in with Ambi and Stumpy. But hype. Choo choo. But yes, I draw tarot cards on Tuesdays. It is Tarot Tuesdays. Thursdays, we've been playing through Spiritfarer. We were playing, actually on Thursday, it's going to be the Spiritfarer finale. We're going to be finishing up Spiritfarer and going on to the next. We're going to be going on to not a new game, but we're going to be doing another art stream on Thursdays. Those bits are having a rave. Those bits are having a rave at the bottom of that cup. So we're going to be doing commission streams on Thursdays after we finish up Spiritfarer this week, and then on Saturdays I do doodle streams. I do 20-minute doodles. There's a new NPC. Am I not going to be finished with Spiritfarer like I think I'm going to be? Is Spiritfarer eternal? I mean, I think it's kind of the point of it, is that it's in, like, the Spiritfarer is, like, a fun game where you're kind of, like, in, the in-between life and death, so maybe I will just never leave Spiritfarer. We don't know. But yeah, that's a little bit about my streams. You can also, if you like my art, you can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at BrieDonnan. I do a lot of other things. And if you really, really have enjoyed hanging out with me and like my art, please feel free to join the Discord. You'll know a lot more about when I stream and a lot more about my personal stuff. Oh, I also have a comic. I forgot to mention that. I have a webcomic. If y'all are interested in a sci-fi adventure comic about family, identity, and humanity's place in the cosmos. It is called The Phoenix, as you can see underneath my face. It is a comic that has a lot of anthropological themes, as that was my second major in college, and it's cool, and I like it a lot. Hey, Triamus, welcome on in! You can check it out on Tapas, Webtoon, or my own website. And if you do read it on Webtoon or Tapas, please leave a review and comment and like, because Webtoon really, really cares about that. The Be Good comic, I finally read it. Yes, a lot of people have finally read it. Oh my, we're already at a level 2 hype train, you people. Oh, Geek Outs, thank you so much for gifting it. What? Hold on! We just got rated another twice? Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! What? I am fully broken. Susanna, Grace, and Tabletop Horde, thank you so much for the raids! Hello, everyone! Benjel Herb, thank you so much for the follow! Oh boy! 2 hype trains, 5 raids! You guys were co-streaming? Thank you! Susanna, Grace, and Tabletop Horde, Virginia, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid! Sato Venom, welcome on in! Welcome! Well, Susanna, welcome on in. Banjel Herb, welcome! Adelas Mace Hand, welcome on in. Hello, everyone! For those of you that just came in with the raid, I was just raided again twice before this. I have been talking for 20 minutes. Welcome, Raiders. Oceanic, hello, everyone. Oh boy. Yeah, I tend to introduce myself for the 4th time. Thank you, guys. This is... I wish I could do something more. This is insane. Wait, holy... Pua's not even in here. I was gonna hug Pua. This is insane. We'll just... Look at Ash. Let me pet Ash for you. Let me pet Ash for you all. Susie and I were co-streaming, so thought we'd both come over and say hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Virginia. Thank you. It's great to see you. I was actually lurking in your stream all day today. Oh my god! Mom! Thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs! Zeke12! I don't know. There's so many names that I don't recognize! Cherish! Ragthagar! Vicky Misak! Goodness. And, Bonobo! Goodness. Welcome to the brigade. Welcome to Having Wings. Hina Biku, thank you so much for the 100 bits. We are crushing this hype train. Gotta run and get some food, but I hope that the stream goes well. Thank you so much for the raid and have a great dinner. Thank you. I just want to reach through the screen and give you all a hug. come through. Susanna Grace, it's great to meet you. Welcome on in. I hope that you enjoy. It's allowance time. I hope that you enjoy my stream. Well, today for those of you that just came in with Tabletop Horde and Susanna Grace, we are currently working on the Nine of Pentacles Tarot card, which is what we do every Tuesday on Tarot Tuesdays. Well, not just specifically this card. We work on tarot cards every Tuesday, but we've been working. It's taken me like almost a month to do the line art for this one, and so we're now finally getting to the coloring phase. So thank you all and welcome on in. Also, for those of you that don't know who I am from Tabletop Horde's channel or from Susanna Grace's channel, my name is Bree. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at BreeDonnan. I also stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. CST and Saturdays at 3:30 p.m. CST. I mostly stream art and sometimes gaming. So if you like hanging out, come and hang out and join the Discord or join the brigade. Or I'm overwhelmed. Y'all are lovely. Thank you guys so much. I have to run and eat some dinner and hang out with my babies before bedtime. I'm super excited to see you being so successful. It warms my little Stump heart. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much for the raid, Stumpy. I had an absolutely amazing time hanging out in your stream earlier, and you are an absolute wonder. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye! I love you all so much. Can we please get it? Did we get a shout out for Tabletop Horde and Susanna Grace? Because if not, we should. Oh, I love the cat cam. That's the best. Thank you, Banjel Hurt. Mom, thank you so much for the 22 bits. We still have 3 minutes on this hype train. We still have 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. I got this. I got this. Oh, I didn't even notice Ash. Yes, this is Ash. Ash is a my lovely muted calico. Oh. Justy, thank you so much for resubscribing for 8 months. This looks cute, but I gotta lurk. No worry. I'm not gonna cry. Bye, Stumpy. Love the flowers. Thank you, Alistair. I'm actually gonna get to the drawing portion of this stream instead of just chatting, but because I do want to get stuff done, and I want all of the raiders to see how I draw. A GTG now, but good luck with your stream. Thank you so much, Hybris. It was great to have you. Welcome, 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 and goodbye. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Also, in all of these raids, if I have missed any of your messages and you would like me to see them again, please let me know. Why did I expect when Bree went bye for the stream to end? Because it was the same bye and double hand wave she does at the end of the streams. I mean, I think I just have this. I think I'm just like a video game NPC, and I only have a few voice lines. Yes, go get yourself food. Have a good time lurking. Get yourself food. Take care of your corporeal form. Thank you so much for the raid. Can we also get another shout out for Ambi? This is just going to be a shout out full stream. Thank you so much for the shout outs for both Tabletop Horde and Susanna Grace. Tabletop Horde is an absolutely lovely human and has been a friend of the stream since like the very beginning. So please, please, please go give her as much love as possible. I try to hang out in her streams as much as possible. Oh, JJ, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the Tiny Mighty Meow, which is, can I just say, an amazing name. Oceanic, thank you so much for the host. We're at level 4 hype train. There we go. Almost level 4. I've always wanted to be an NPC and have players handle all my problems for me. Well, how are y'all doing? All of the people that came in with the raid. How has your Tuesday been going? And also, if any... Oh, I didn't even show Ambi's art. What am I doing? Ambi, you were here. Are we trying to figure out how to shout out Susanna Grace? Here we go. Here's Ambi's art. This is what we were trying to show when Stumpy raided me. Look at the... Look, guys, look at this. Ambi, I know you're not here, but look at this. This painting of, like, and, like, the water aspect of it, and the eyes is gorgeous. So gorgeous. You have, and the texture and the hair, so good. This is so good. I am blown away by you, Ambi. You're so adorable. Thank you. Said I've been working in the working in the wood shop today. Nothing to get you tired like manual labor. What have you been making in the wood shop? Woodwork is so much fun. This is 10 out of 10. This is so good. So gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I'm so sorry you've had an on and off headache all day, JJ. And Alistair, if I didn't say so before, have fun lurking. Heart honks. Oh, Luke, thank you. Man, I definitely feel like... Yes, such a good card. Yes, Banjul Herp. Nine of Pentacles is an amazing card. It's been really fun to work on it. We've kind of gone with the, like, the wealth abundance as more of, like, sort of like a verdant green and abundance of food type of aspect. And like a very lush garden. Ash, are you gonna say goodbye? Oh no. Well, Ash was here for the raids, and she has decided that that is enough. Oh, nope, she's gonna eat some grass. She's gonna eat some cat grass instead. Yes, Mom Dannon is best. This is Brie. She's a super... Oh, JJ. And sometimes she does games. You know, valid. Look at... Yeah, hot damn, look at those subs. Exactly, Banjul Herp. I'm just going back up through the thing, because I feel like I've missed a lot. Hi, Raiders. I welcome to the brigade, everyone. And for everyone that came in with any on all of the raids, if you're lurking, I hope you have a good time. And... if you I hope you're having a good time nonetheless, because I love having you here. I love having the brigade grow. And by being here, you are now part of the brigade. Welcome. Welcome to Having Wings, everyone. Also, if you are interested in like hanging out in chat and watching me draw and want to see some really awesome stuff that the brigade as a whole creates, we have a Discord. Lots of cool art stuff happening there. Before we got raided a whole bunch, we were talking about fun international music, and some cool links and music videos were in there, so feel free to join up, everyone. We'd love to have you. This is Brie. She's sparking and chaotic, and also very wonderful. You guys. Is your goal to make me cry? Because you will. I'm at the very interesting part of this piece of coloring in all of these vines. Oh my god, we're so close. This is second hype train. Oh, lol, blush monster. My daughter, I'm adding to the kids' playset. My daughter wants a climbing wall. Heck yeah. That sounds awesome. Climbing walls for the win! Yay! Hype train! We killed that hype train! We received a level 3 hype train emote! Thank you! Ooh, I got a hype coin. Thank you all! 10 subs, 767 bits. You guys are so lovely. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This part of this, we still have a lot of the stream left to go, guys. So thank you guys so much for this. She said bye. Ash has left. I'm sure she will be back soon. She, over the course of the last few weeks, has been in a pretty good cycle of going in between me and Daniel. So she's probably going to go hang out with Daniel now, and then we'll probably come back later before the end of the stream. Ash wants that grass. Oh gosh. I hope that you're taking enough meds, JJ, so that it's bearable. I'm very sorry you've had an on and off headache. Bree's legit. Oh, guys! You forgot the nerd part. I am also a nerd. That is true. Bree's legit one of the most excellent human beings I've had the privilege to work with and be friends with. Shh. Shh. How dare you say these things when I'm live? Bree's super sweet. Aww. Bree, we literally all decide to sit around just watch you draw for several hours every week. Everyone blushed at Bree. I mean, I know you do. It is one of those things is that being an art streamer, you're really just like, well, are people actually gonna want to watch me just sit around and color for 3 hours every few days? And apparently the answer is yes. And that's baffling sometimes, and it's very cool. Ooh, please put some updates on Insta. I'd love to see it. Also, if anyone that came in with the raids or anyone at all really just has some art that they want to share, I would absolutely love to see it because Ombies was amazing and I want to see more of people's art. So, if anyone came in with the raid, I know Stumpy was here, but Stumpy had to go. But if anyone would like to show some art, I know that Susanna Grace and Tabletop Horde were playing, I think, Rainbow Six Siege, so no art there, but if you like watching Rainbow Six Siege, definitely go and check out their channel. How dare you appreciate me and my content on this, my public content platform. Streaming is way harder than you think. You have to, like, be in the right headspace for it, and then you also have to, like, make sure your equipment works. That's wild. Put Justy in pun jail. You are impressive. Thank you. Sometimes you put a lot of work into things, and then you forget how much work you put into it until someone says that you've put a lot of work into it, and you're like, I have done that, haven't I? I did draw Pua as a Minotaur. I did do that. Looking Aqua Koala, no one else has done that. I mean, the utter talent. What's not to like? I mean, I love drawing what you guys ask me to draw. Because you guys always have such great ideas. And the fact that I'm able to put my pen to paper, figuratively, and draw some wild stuff that you guys come up with, it's the best. It's the absolute best. A chat without Justy? I know. Justy, we love having you here. Quickly checks to make sure nothing bad was said, laughs at the pun. When everyone is in pun jail, no one is. Very true. Pun jail really is just a formality. I think Clever was the last thing I drew. It's been a rough year. Oh yeah. I mean, your Clever was amazing, Lynette. Your Clever was absolutely amazing. So, like... I mean, it's been a rough year, but you went out with a bang, and I salute you for that. You're thinking of horny jail? I need some mini commissions. 2021 has been real dry, but I want to, but I plan to paint some Dungeons and Dagos pub soon. I can't, please, whenever you do that, I would love to see that, Luke Thomas. I would love to see that. That sounds absolutely phenomenal. And yes, 2021 has been rather rough. I mean, 2020 was rough, but I don't know why. 2020 to me personally in my personal life, 2021 feels like it was rougher. But maybe that's just because my brain kind of thought that once we got out of 2020, life would be fine, and then it wasn't, and then my brain kind of was sad. That could be it. Yes. Yes. For sure. Alright, instead of the vines, let's work on her clothes. Let's do that. And it is April, oh no. I know, like, it's weird to me that it feels like it's April, because I was like, when I was on my, like, winter break and whatever, I had all these, like, lofty goals for 2021, and then I've barely accomplished anything, and I've just been on the struggle bus for 4 months, and I'm like, I feel like things aren't actually better yet, but people expect you to perform as if they are. Yeah, that's a really good summary, Lynette. That is a very good summary. Yes, our cottagecore lesbian. Okay, come on, Photoshop. There we go. Struggle bus is where we live now. Truly. Truly. It was really rough. 21 hasn't let up much, so it's like just double exhausting. Yeah. I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm making her a redhead because why not? Yeah, everyone was like, oh yeah, 2020 sucked, but now it's 2021 and things will be better so fast and it's just now getting better and it's tiring. True. Orange! Hello! Welcome to the stream! Welcome on in! You just missed a absolutely amazing and wild last 40 minutes of this stream. How's your Tuesday going, Orange? I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night, so I can't stay on for long, but hi for now. No worries. Sleep if you need to. Take care of your corporeal form. I'm trying. Oh my gosh, that's true. It's almost the end of the school year. That's also true. Whew. You got this, JJ. You got this. I mean, 2021 as being a goal of survival is a great idea, and I should learn from you. I don't got nothing, I'm winging it. No, don't wing it. I mean, winging it is also fine. I've known many people that just by winging it, they've passed, so you got this anyways. We're all lovely except me. You're lovely too, Justy. We love having you here. But this community has been one of the things to help me through some of the most intensely bad parts of the last year. So thank you, Bree, and everyone. Sincerely grateful for every last one of y'all. Echoes my sentiment entirely, that this community has, I mean, y'all know that things have been rough for me, and I definitely would not have been able to get through any of it without all of you, so thank you very, very much. Alright, what do you guys think her dress should be like? What color dress do you think she should have? I'm gonna do the yellow of the flowers real quick. The yellow centers of the flowers. You just put a love target on your back. Some nice rustic earthy colors. What are some nice rustic earthy colors? Like, we've got a lot of green going on here. I do not want to make it green. Yellow with blue accents like the flowers. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. I like that a lot, Lynette. Yellow! Alright, yellow it is. Cream also fits in that category. I just hope I get to see the Dannon clan at a convention again soon. You're my favorite line buddies. I'm glad you have such an awesome community here. I really miss conventions. I really miss seeing people. It's really fun to just go and have a whirlwind weekend and go and see a whole bunch of people. It's so nice. Yeah, me too. I know things have definitely been planned for this year as convention-wise, but I do not know if that is a thing that's actually going to happen or not, or what that'll look like. I know they won't be as populated. And I know that we're probably going to have to wait until 2022 for that to feel like a thing again, but it would be great. It would be great. Yeah, they did move Gen Con into September. There we go. I was looking for something and I lost it. There we go. I'm back. No, don't worry about doing one in the background. It's great to have you here. Also, yay! You're so only 2 more. Oh my god, you're so close. You already got 1K already, Rady. You are so close. Brown corset and shoes, cream dress, blue accents. Love it. I've been struggling this year, particularly the past month or so, and it definitely would have been way worse in Crash and Burn so bad right now if I'd been more isolated without interacting with y'all. I'm glad that we were... this support network is so good. I want to hug my online friends. They moved Gen Con into September. Hey, Shadow Flames! Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. How's your Tuesday going? You're still working conventions and it's been hard not to have the extra income. Yeah. Not being able to sell my art in person has really hit my bank account hard, I will say. Been busy. That's good. Busy is good. Unless it's not good. Then busy is not good. As long as you're managing your busy, then it's good. Also side-eyeing Broadway, like, I don't know how I'd react if they said they're opening back up in June. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if people, like, it really freaking depends, honestly. Yes, definitely. Waiting to see what safety plan is in place. 100% when it comes to Gen Con. That's true. Well, that was true. I was part of it. I am part of a virtual convention. Thank you for being subtle, Danny. I am part of a virtual convention that is going to be happening this weekend. It's called Arcana, and I will be on Lisa Penrose's channel talking about all things witchy, TTRPG, and tarot. It'll be great. Come and check me out at 1:15 CST and or 3:45 p.m. CST on Lisa Penrose's channel on Sunday, April 25th. We started researching con cosplays that include masks and mobility aids. I mean, that is great. That would be great. I'd love to see that, Justy. I haven't drawn much in the last 3 weeks. I think I'll change that tomorrow. Yes, Orange! I can't wait to see what you draw! Do it! I'm 100% cosplaying Milo Thatch for no good reason. The good reason is that you should. The good reason is that you should, and it will be fun. I'm gonna grab a few V for Vendetta masks. Ooh, interesting. I haven't cosplayed in so long. I've been really focusing on my art career instead of doing cosplay. I don't know. What do you guys think? What is a cosplay that you guys think I'd be really good at? Because I've really not thought about it in a long time. I'm okay if I'll be doing September Gen Con. It'll have to depend on a lot. Me too, JJ. 100%. Pictures, lots of pictures. I never really had gone to cons pre-corona, but now I desperately want to go to one. I did have Emerald City Comic Con tickets for 2020. Oh no. Anu, I'm so sorry. I hate it. That was like the most soul-crushing thing of 2020 is like thinking that it was only going to be around for a few months and then everything just shutting down, and especially like when you're at conventions and it's like, nope, we're not doing it. Sorry. And you're like, but Annie, I think you're going to have an absolute, whenever you do get to go to a convention, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I went to conventions a lot as a child, so I'm pretty used to them, but as long as you go and just go to like take it all in and pace yourself, you're going to have an absolute fun, amazing time. I've never been to Emerald City Comic Con before though, so if you do go, you'll have to let me know how it goes. I got one Gen Con in the pandemic. I know. It was... The best reason is that I'm low-key Milo Thatch. Bree cosplay Cassidy. That's true. I could cosplay Cassidy. I mean, I've got the hair for it. Like, can you guys tell that this is Cassidy's hair length, basically? And, you know, I just have to put on Cassidy's clothes, and then I'm Cassidy. I look exactly like Cassidy. That is on purpose. Cosplay hero character. I was planning to go to Gary Con, but it was the first to get canceled. Yeah. I mean, if I just put on I could cosplay Cassidy right now. I could cosplay Cassidy literally right now. I just remember, was the Fruit Stream Pals art finish being colored from one... Oh, thank you for bringing that up, Shadow Flames. It has been something that I have been plugging away at behind the scenes for a very long time. And it is very close to being done, but it is not done yet. But it will be done, and I will show it to you all. I promise. I was like, for the longest time, I was plugging away at it like every weekend and a few days, but then life kind of like smacked me, and I had a lot of commissions and projects that I had to be a part of and finish up that sadly that I had to do for pay and things. So sadly, it is not done yet, but it is on its way there. I only have a few more fruits to finish. That might be something that I actually transfer to my iPad and finish up, not on my computer, so that I can finish it while I'm like hanging out with other people or watching a movie or something. But thank you for checking in, Shadow Flames. They actually delayed it for a couple months, and I was like, is that a good idea? Yeah, exactly. When it was like the beginning of the pandemic, and the convention was like, I guess we can just delay it, and we'll do it in a few months from now. And then it was like, no, we can't do that. Never mind. And it's like, why did you think you could in the first place? It's a pandemic. What are you doing? And again, also nobody would be a fun choice. Ooh, nobody would be a fun choice. But the thing is, Geek Out's for nobody. I could cosplay anything. I could look like anybody with, like, wild makeup on, and then I could be nobody. It's weird to think that I was on the fence about canceling my trip to ECC 2020. They hadn't declared a state of emergency yet. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I was on the fence about a few things like that as well, where I was like, should I do this? It was really weird that, like, the first few months of 2020 felt like it, like, didn't necessarily, like, take forever, but it was, like, felt like a lot longer than it actually was, because I did a lot in the first few months of 2020. I launched a Kickstarter for a board game. I went to a convention for said board game. I did a whole bunch of stuff and streaming and things. I, like, really did so much because that was my first year as a freelance artist, and I was trying to get as, like, just start doing a whole bunch of stuff, and then the pandemic hit, and it was weird. It's just pre-cosplay. Thank you, Koala. Exactly. Cosplay Cassidy, and when someone asks you who you are, hand them a copy of the Phoenix. Here. Cosplay Tomoyo from CCS. I mean, I could. I feel like I would, just in terms of, like, my body and my hair color, I feel like cosplaying Sakura would be a little bit easier. But Tomoyo would be pretty fun. I'd have to get a really long black wig. Yeah, it was right on the cusp of getting everything shut down. Yeah, Emerald City Comic-Con is, like, is that, like, in March? Right? I need 0.2k fairy dust. You got this, Koala. Aww. That's awesome. I'm really glad that your mom enjoyed Gen Con. I'm really, really glad your mom enjoyed Gen Con. Okay, let's do this lace. I got to go to PAX U for the first time and fell in love with it, and then the Rona. What is PAX U like? I've never been. I live in Seattle, and I was like, still like, I really want to go to this thing, but I don't know if it's a good idea, which seems hilariously naive in retrospect. You know, I mean, how are you to know, to be honest? None of us really could have known. We've never had to deal with something like this in our lifetime. You can just draw Cassidy to have whatever hair your hair is. You control the canon. It's true. It's true. I mean, I wasn't on purposely making Cassidy look like me, but, you know, when you're just doodling in your notebook, sometimes characters just kind of look like you, and then you can't think of how they don't look like you after that, and then you're like, well, they're just kind of me now. I am atrocious. I am atrocious and a constant self-insert person in my own stories. The power. All the power. Yeah, if you don't have a self-insert character in your Oasis account. I mean, I don't think Cassidy, personality-wise, is me, but Cassidy definitely looks like me. Alright, so we're gonna go to break screen, and when I come back, Cassidy will finish the stream. I mean, for the longest time, when it came to, like, characters that I designed, I gave them the clothes that I own. So, like, I have things that are like Cassidy's clothes in my closet. Oh, my Keyleth, yes, my Keyleth I haven't worn that. I haven't worn Keyleth in a long time. That one was really fun to do because we basically, it was mostly me wearing basically just like a corset that we put leather straps on and sewed those on, and then my like dress was honestly just like fabric that we didn't even like So we just like tied it together like on the shoulder and then draped it over my body to make it be a skirt and dress thing, and then I and put a skirt underneath. It was pretty easy. It was pretty fun to like figure out how to do keyless wild draping effects when cloth just doesn't move like that usually. And the key is that it's not actually dress, it's just some cloth under a corset. Yes, do it, JJ. You got this. I feel like the pearl necklace, blue hair dress look is her iconic look. The pearl necklace, blue hair dress look. Well, then I'd have to dye my hair blue, but then I could. Then I could do nobody. The holographic dress. Yeah, holographic dress pattern would be so hard. You should cosplay as Laura Bailey. Again, pretty much already do. hand make a glowing pearl necklace. So easy. I felt like suggesting Sakura was a cop-out. Nah. Oh! Vicky Misak, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the brigade. How is your Tuesday going? Ooh, 96k away for you. What you trying to get, JJ? I feel like I have forgotten what you are trying to get in terms of commission. A nice blue highlight lace. Heck yeah. Discord said nope again. No! I really regret not going to Gen Con in 2019 now. I went to PAX U, but I felt like it was less social than Gen Con. A lot of focus on competitive play. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there will be Gen Con again in the future, and when that day happens, I will be so excited to see you again, Lynette. So excited. It's a lot smaller than Gen Con. All the social media stuff is kind of outside the con. Interesting. Also, it's been almost 2.25 hours if you want to take a break before the end. I'm good. The raids gave me energy. We have a lot more of this card to pin down anyways. We're getting somewhere, but we still have a lot to do. We have a lot of work to get ahead of us. I did go to the PAX in Seattle, which was okay. I wasn't really into the video game demos, which seemed like most of it. Yeah, PAX definitely seems more like a big ol' video game thing rather than just like a general geeky convention. I mean, not that I mind video game stuff, but I have a lot more fun at Gen Con or general geeky conventions that just kind of have like a grab bag of everything, because it's much more fun to just sort of like hang out and do all of the different things you're interested in instead of focusing on one aspect of it. I organized a paint night meetup in your hotel lobby. That does sound like fun. I hang out for the whole of PAX U, and I at least go to meet Ariel. That's awesome, but spend most of it trying and failing to find people. Understandable. Conventions are hard. Now that I have more like friends. True. Conventions are a great way to meet people and a great time to meet up with online friends. That's really what conventions have been about for me recently in my adult life and my late teenage life, is just finding people and finding cool people that I like to hang out with. First part of my plan to take over the world. Look like the author. Exactly, Shadow Flames. Cassidy is actually just planning to take over the world by looking like me. Or, if that's what you were saying, is to look like me to take over the world, then I'd like to see you try. But there was a room with a bunch of board games you could check out, which was I was pretty into. Annie, if you are into board games, Gen Con is a big one, but a really fun one to go to. And also, if you're interested in board games, you found the right people. We love board games here. I have literally 2 shelves in my living room that is piled high with board games. Just piled high with board games. Visit the Rosenbach. What is the Rosenbach? Wear whatever you like. Draw a self-portrait of yourself. Carry it around as a photo reference for the cosplay. Oh, that'd be hilarious. The key to Keyleth. Exactly. I don't know if you feel like you have to depend on informal meetups outside the con to connect. It is not a great con. Yeah, 100%. If it feels like you have to, like, depend on informal meetups, then it doesn't necessarily feel like a great convention. I mean, I feel like isn't that, like, what a lot of Comic-Con is nowadays? Is that, like, there's, like, the part where you have to pay to get into, but then there's also, like, so many things outside of Comic-Con that you don't that is also Comic-Con-ish. The box of Keyleth. Oh yeah, please. I would love to have Keyleth. I wonder where my Keyleth cosplay was. But it drew on a lot of people that I want to work with. There were a lot of some great players in my RPG games. That's awesome. Fully colored full body, duh. Yes. I'll hug everyone at Gen Con. I definitely feel like anytime whenever we get to have a convention again, it's really everyone is just gonna, like, be hugging nonstop, and I'm here for that. Alright, we got the base color for our girl down. Now it's finally starting to feel like a thing. Finally starting to feel like a real image. I miss hugs too, Oceanic. I mean, Geek Outs, yes. Come to Gen Con, even if it's just for the meetups outside of the convention, because I would love to see you. All the hugs. So many hugs. PAX East is another one where I was like, maybe it's safe to go. And then Boston ended up being a Rona epicenter. Yeah. East Coast really got hit pretty hard. My favorite Gen Con moment was organizing a Critical Role watch party at a bar for everyone who couldn't get tickets. Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much fun. I mean, going to the live show is always really fun, but going to a Critical Role watch party also sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. That's a great memory. I met some pretty cool people at Gen Con 2019. Looking at you. Most of the people that I work with now, and talk to on a regular basis, I met at Gen Con 2019. It was a great fun time. I met John, I met Lucas, I met everybody over at Rule of Lore, I met Matthew Gravlin, who I work with pretty regularly now. It was a good time. I didn't really have any internet friends pre-pandemic, but I can definitely see the appeal of meeting a bunch of folks into the same stuff as me. In a party environment. Yeah, exactly! It's like you meet a whole bunch of people that are interested in the same stuff as you are, and it's like a big old party, and it's like, heck yeah! The Rosenbach is a sort of library museum. I got to handle illuminated manuscripts. They have a good-sized Bram I want to go to that! That sounds so cool! That sounds like a lot of fun! I would love to go to that. Library museums are my shit. Libraries and museums. And that sounds awesome. Kicks in the door. Did someone say board games? I have so many people in many hugs. Just designated hugging zones. Free fire hugging ranges. Exactly, Annie. Exactly. Or it's like, okay, so we have, here is a room that is for board games. Here is a room for people to hang out and just recharge and get some water. And here is a room specifically for hugs, because we all need those nowadays. I'm gonna pass out now. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out, Orange. Have a good sleep. Bye! Population center is always hotspots. Yeah. I can trace my immediate professional connections and friends to a Mall Kids meetup that led to a D&D game, and now we're here. Exactly, John. The Mall Kids meetup really, really did numbers for my professional career. We had so many great people hanging out and singing singing the D&D Beyond theme song. Man, when the entire live audience also broke out into singing the D&D Beyond theme song and also broke out into singing the Critical Role theme was just so good. I mean, JJ, I thought we established that we did meet. We just didn't know who each other were. But we will rectify that the next time we meet. We will know who each other are. And we will hug. Hey! Melba! Welcome to the stream! It's so good to see you! How are you doing? How you doing, my friend? And yes, look who's back! I'm back from my vacation. And coloring in all of these little details that I've given to myself. Why did I do this to myself? The world may never know. But we're trying to make a lush, verdant card. They also had a huge Maurice Sendak archive. And apparently the estate took them back when he died. Interesting. Side trip to the Rosenbach next time we go to Pennsylvania. Heck yeah. LH, me too. Me too. Oh, I want to look at fancy old books. That sounds amazing. Annie, you're reading my mind. Fancy old books is my favorite thing to look at. I love fancy old books. I didn't work in an archival library for nothing. Where's the hug room? Here, hug. Ah, that's better. Exactly. And yes, we love giant bruises on your shin from a violent child. Oh no! JJ, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you have a giant bruise. That sucks. Okay, these flowers are gonna be pink. Because why not? Am I right? And then the inside of these ones are going to be pink. And they're going to be yellow. I was there at the first live show when everyone started singing, and the surprise. I know, the surprise on the cast's face when everyone at the live show started singing the theme song, it filled my heart with joy. The live panel at ECC 2019, everyone started singing along to the Critical Role theme. Yes, those moments when the entire fandom decides that that's what's gonna happen is the best thing ever. Those meetings don't count, I must squish. The details are the funnest part to look through. Exactly! Exactly, Annie! Exactly. Man, I'm glad you came in with the raid. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. Happy to have you here in my chat. I'm well. First shot in the books. All done with tax season, so I should be around more often. Heck yeah! congrats on your first shot. And also, congrats on being done with tax season. Don't mind me, just coloring flowers in pretty pastel colors. Oh my goodness, my eye itches. How do you get any work done? I would have just been down there with gloves playing with all the pretty books. Well, part of it was the fact that the archives were extremely cold because the books needed to be at a specific temperature so they didn't get moldy. And it was extremely cold, and so you did not want to be down there so much. Oh! JJ, thank you so much for the 13 months! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really appreciate it. The other part of it was that, I mean, the archival library was pretty cool in a lot of ways, but also the archives were, some of them were pretty boring. And the books were really cool, but you also couldn't touch them. Like some of them were so old that like if you touched them at all, they would like the covers would like crumble under your oily fingers, and so you had to touch them with gloves. It was a pleasure to find people who are my flavor of weird. Welcome to the flavor of weird that is the brigade. You are in good hands here. My favorite thing, my favorite things to my favorite things about the archives that I worked at was like looking at all of the pictures. The old pictures were really the coolest part. Though I also only had access to, like, the YMCA archives as, like, a YMCA assistant researcher. So I couldn't really, like, go look at other people's books. I mean, I could, but, like, I wasn't supposed to. I'm chaos. All I bring is weird. Was it fun to work at the YMCA? Well, I mean, I was not necessarily working at the YMCA, like a YMCA building. I was working at the university archives. But yes, I understand your reference. But that I felt like it was important to make a distinction. But I had a good time. Not many times did we not. Did the students at the YMCA archives unit at the university make the joke and just do the hands at each other across the floor. College. But to be an actual okay, phew, I was finally talking about the village people. But no, I wasn't actually... The sad thing is, I wasn't actually working at the YMCA. I was employed by the university. I was just in the YMCA section of the archives. So, I did not actually get to be employed by the YMCA. Sadly. It's kind of wild to think that my most recent job was when I was still a student. It's chaotic. What a missed opportunity. I know, right, Annie? I know. Ooh, your Rosenbach photo set. I'm definitely going to check that out, Lynette. Ooh, oh my god, those are pretty books. We did not have those types of books at my archive. Those are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Now, I think the oldest things we had there were from the turn of the century. Not the turn of the century. The child. Welcome back. We're from, like, the late 1800s. A lot of it was, like, American archives or archives of, like, prominent families in America or things like that. It's fun to stay there, you know? Exactly. My bosses, who were employed by the YMCA, would very often roll their eyes whenever we would make that reference in the office. You may have made the weirdness your ally, but I was born and molded by it. Hey, freelance artist. I mean, okay, my other job that wasn't this. My job where I actually had an office and coworkers. And someone else paying my salary. And that was in 2019. Wild. Yeah, anyone actually employed by the YMCA must get that so often. Yeah. The village people are the bane of their existence. Yeah, it's so cool that you were allowed to handle and photograph them. That is so cool. That is a big honor and a big vote of trust. That is so cool. The big YMCA at the city of Mississauga is closing/closed. Such a shame. Sometimes I question living in this city or province anymore. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. There's a lot of little YMCAs around here. I've never actually been to one. I've only ever been to the YMCA. No, YWCA, not the YMCA. The YWCA. That was by my house, and I would go there to swim and work out sometimes. So what do? I'm the managing director of the Young Men's Christian Association. Is it fun? Ooh, that is looking pretty good. Adding in those flowers is really helping brighten this piece a little bit and not make it so green. Hands are overrated. Hands are overrated. We don't need those to grasp anything. Shush. I can fix that. There we go. It's fixed. Looks a little strange, but it's fixed. Easy peasy. Ta-da. You have a billion YMCAs and YWCAs, not much else here but corn. You know, valid. Bree got it. Never didn't have it. I mean, it does really help to learn that thumbs are wild, and you can really, and sometimes it's hard to know what side of the hand that they're on. And then also realizing that, you know, you can just make weird lines and then it'll look like a hand. Even if you get it wrong sometimes. Quite liberating, if I do say so myself. Land of corn and mystery, minus the mystery. That's the Midwest for you. Breathe spots a wild thumb. Thank you for the clip. Thank you for the clip, John. What is Mississauga? What is Mississauga? I have never heard of that place. Thumbs are wild. Bring 2021. I did not know that Ohio was known for hauntings and serial killers. That's interesting. A city near Toronto. Alright. It's a suburb of Toronto, Ontario. Alright, cool. I have never been to Toronto, nor Canada, even though I live so close. I have never been to Canada before. The last character I drew didn't have thumbs, so that was easy. There you go. Drawing cat people, they don't have thumbs. And if they do, they're like, here. And it's so much easier. You're not missing much. I'm not missing much of not going to Canada. Oh, hello, little flowers. I forgot that you were here. Let's make you this color. Ooh, Vancouver's like Seattle's cooler older sibling. I really want to go to... I just want to go to Canada. It would be nice to finally be able to say that I've gone to Canada and to not have people from Minnesota look at me weird. And to not have people look at me weird, because especially when you live in Minnesota, it's like, oh yeah, just pop up to Canada and go and check it out. And it's like, well, I've never been. You're like, why have you never been to Canada? It's a 4-hour drive. And I'm just like, Bree, you are awesome, and I need to go get some things done. I'll chat with you later. Bye! Bye, Luke Thomas. It was great to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Discolor. Yeah, Vancouver's okay. The discourse of Canadian provinces and cities happening in this chat. Still an apt amount of sadness, though. Vancouver is like chill Seattle, and Toronto is like little New York, but with less garbage and sadness. You should come to my province. The other ones suck. Which province are you in? Up until 2019, Toronto was the furthest I'd been. I mean, where I am, just going up, I would get to Thunder Bay. That's like where I could go. There's no big Canadian city near me. It's just Thunder Bay and like rural Canada. Seattle, Vancouver, and Portland are just fraternal triplets. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I left less than 5 hours from Mexico. I never went. Any decent-sized city has gotta have a requisite amount of sadness to be fair. True. It's hard not to have a city with no sadness. I regret it, but still, though. See, I don't want to regret it. I want to go to Canada. Cool view of the sleeping giant through the Chinese Arch in Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is PogChamp. I would like to go. I would like to go check it out at some point. The only sad thing about that is that I get so carsick. Just so carsick. And it's only like, it was starting to get better as I got older, but then ever since, like, January of 2020, when I drank a whole bunch of alcohol, went on a roller coaster, and then went on a roller coaster, and then went on sort of like a virtual reality, but still moving, like, Millennium Falcon ride, where I was the pilot and I had to stare at the screen so we didn't hit things. I think I really fucked up my inner ear. Oh my gosh! Hinob, please go get some rest. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. It was great to see you. Bye! I don't take a nap. It's 2 a.m. Yes, please go take a nap. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye! That was a weird. Bye-bye. Rolls around. Hi, Rainy. Newfoundland breed's pretty. There are candy-colored houses. That's cool. I would like to go to Newfoundland. I would like to go anywhere, to be honest. I don't like just being in my house. The further north you go, the older you get. What? That's true. I mean, yeah. 4-hour drive to a part of Canada with nothing in it. You know. I grew up in Northern Ohio, so we actually got Canadian TV. That's fun. Ooh, Koala! Congrats! What tarot card do you want to finish? Chariot. Awesome. All I remember about Canadian TV is house hippos. My other brother grew up with the second language of Sesame Street being French. That's cool. That's cool. You drank alcohol and then did all the things that would make that worse. I did. I really did. Hell of an intro into 2020. It was a wild time, let me tell you. I was at Disney World with my family and my fiance, who was not my fiance at the time, but I digress. And we went to the new Star Wars land, and wanted to partake in all of the things that was at the new Star Wars land. So for lunch, not for lunch, for breakfast, I had breakfast, and then for before lunch, I think? I don't remember. I don't exactly remember what, it was either lunch or breakfast. I don't remember what it was. But since I had gone to, this was my first time going to Disney World where I was over 21, so I could get alcohol for free. So I could get alcohol, not necessarily for free, but like with the meal plan that we had. So I could either get a soft drink or I could get alcohol, and alcohol was much more expensive, so I got that instead because it was free-ish. So I drank alcohol, but I if you know me, I eat and drink very slowly. I consume food at a snail's pace. But right after I was going to eat, my fiance wanted to go and ride the Rock and Roller Coaster, and since no one else in my family really liked roller coasters, I went with him to check it out and see how it was going to be and see what the roller coaster was like, because I had never ridden it either, because I'm also not a huge fan of roller coasters, but I am able to handle them a little bit better than the rest of my family. Anyways, I digress. We had fast pass tickets to get on that roller coaster like directly after lunch, so I had to eat my food really quickly and down the alcohol very quickly. I was able to bring it with me while I was walking there and finish it in line, which was nice. But I had literally just finished it, and then I got to the ride and I had to pee so bad, but I couldn't leave the ride because then we wouldn't be able to go on it. So. I held it in as much as I could, and then I went on the rock and roller coaster, and it was the most twisty, it was the fastest, most twisty roller coaster ever. I did not puke, and I did not pee myself. 2 things I'm very proud of myself for. But I did get extremely motion sick, and I almost lost my glasses. That's a different issue, but it sucked. And then I got off the ride, and I felt horrible. And so I rushed to the bathroom and stayed in there for like 10 minutes. I did not puke, but I did use the bathroom, and I relieved myself, and it was good. And so I walked back to my family, who were in line for the Millennium Falcon ride, because, you know, when you're at Disney, you have to wait in lines a lot. And so they were in line at the Millennium Falcon ride, and I was not feeling the best, but I waited in line anyways, because I knew it was going to be like an hour or so in line until we got onto the next ride. Anyways, so I was feeling a lot better, and then we were about to get onto the Millennium Falcon ride when they basically told you that they had to, like, I'm impressed at your fortitude. Thank you. I was not feeling drunk at this time. Like, I wasn't feeling drunk or tipsy or anything at this. I was just feeling extremely, like my head was sort of just, you know, like when you get vertigo a little bit, that's what it was feeling. I wasn't feeling, like, physically nauseous, but my head felt, like, empty and real weird, and, like, I couldn't quite, like, figure out where the ground was. Not doing on that con save. Yeah. And then, okay. But, so they, at the Millennium Falcon ride, were like, basically how this ride works. Basically how this ride works is you, 2 of you get to be a pilot, 2 of you get to be a gunner, and 2 of you get to be a nav thing. I don't quite remember all of the rides. I just remember that me and my mom decided to be the pilot. Which turned out to be the worst choice for me. Because instead of, because I was like, okay, it might be like driving, and then I can, like, really, because if I was the pilot, then it might feel like driving, and then I can, like, really, you know, control where I'm going so I won't feel as nauseous. That is not the case. Because it is a ride, so you're not actually driving it. You're just doing, like, little bits of things to it to, like, make it feel like you're driving or riding or doing whatever. You can, like, run, but I was really bad at it. I know what drunk feels like. I felt more sick than drunk. Anyways. And you couldn't really, like, really, because it's a ride. So it was, like, jostling everywhere and, like, going up and down, and it was in a spaceship, so it was, like, like, the screen was, like, moving and turning. Luckily, the cockpit wasn't doing that, but the screen was. And it was, you know, and so for, like, and then I started actually feeling, like, physically throw-up-y nauseous. And for the last part of it, was literally having my hand over my mouth, trying my best to, like, do it, and then like, does my gosh darn hardest to, after the ride is over, rush to the bathroom, and just, like, kind of sit there for a while, and then I come out, I haven't puked, and then for the rest of, like, 3 hours, not 3 hours, I don't know how long it was, it felt like forever, I went to the only spare surface in the area because it was packed. It's Disneyland. It was Disney World. And I laid on a bench for a very long time. And Kylo Ren kept looking at me every time he went in and out of the cast entrance. And it sucked. And I was like, ugh. And ever since that day, my motion sickness has gotten worse. Go figure, right? Fun stories about the beginning of my 2020 experience. Like, but the sad thing is I didn't really connect the dots that my motion sickness had gotten worse after that. Happy. I did not puke the whole time. Yeah, Kylo definitely... What the fuck? Why is Kylo Ren judging you? I don't think he was actually judging me, but he's wearing a mask, so I couldn't actually tell. I couldn't actually tell what he was thinking, because, you know, he's wearing a mask or whatever, and yeah, but he was probably just concerned, continually, like, looking at me, being like, is this woman alright? She's been lying on this bench the past 3 times I've come in and out of the character entrance. Anyways. But it took me a very, very long time. Yeah, Kylo definitely thought I was a Resistance spy. 100%. But, like, yeah, it was wild. Okay, I can't tell if my glasses are fuzzy or if the camera is fuzzy. I'm going to clean my glasses real quick. Hey, Clock, welcome back! I just finished telling a story of how I made very poor decisions in the span of a day. Ooh! 3.2k left! Congrats! That's awesome! Camera is fuzzy? Okay, that's what I thought. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it took me a very long time after that happened, when I went to Disney World, to realize how bad my motion sickness had gotten after that, because it had been getting so much better. It had been getting so much better over the last few years when I was turning into an adult. Because I had really bad motion sickness as a kid. And I was, like, so annoyed. I'm like, why is it that anytime I ride in the car and I am not in the driver's seat, do I feel like I am going to literally die? And at one point, I kind of realized, I was like, oh, I made some really poor decisions at the beginning of this year that probably really fucked up my tolerance for any type of movement that is not made by me. Who makes smart decisions? Not me. Yeah. It was one of those times where I was like, I've made a series of bad decisions, and there's no way that I could have... There's no way that I, like, really could have I could have prevented it, obviously, but it's when you're, like, on vacation and you're like, I can do this, it'll be fine, and then you're like, oh, no, that was a poor decision. I would have never done this if I wasn't on vacation. Motion sickness really sucks. Yeah, and I'm also, Lynette, I'm also extremely susceptible to VR. The Doctor Who VR game has an immersive version of the credits, and it made my knees start to wobble. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'm usually pretty bad at VR stuff. There's, like, some VR stuff that I can be okay with, but, like, if it's a video game or, like, a movie or anything like that, I'm usually... VR is, like, the worst for me. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Rainy. That sucks. Yeah, decisions are really only smart or stupid in hindsight. Yeah. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's like... motion sickness is like feeling... How do I explain what motion sickness feels like? For me, like, the beginning of it is you start really just realizing that you are moving without your control, and then your body just sort of, like, feels all of the minute movements, and it, like, really fucks with you. And it either, like, makes you nauseous, or makes you have a headache, or makes your, like, you feel like when you're, like, sick and you, like, your head just feels, like, empty or, like, really, like, light, and you just don't have a big grasp on, like, the physical, and you're just kind of, like, kind of just, like, in this weird state. It's the worst. Or, and for some people, it's, like, the vertigo. Yeah, like, some people, it's, like, a big, like, vertigo feeling. Phoebe Bridgers. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, dizziness and nausea. That's the simple way to say it. But it's hard to, like, actually. My motion sickness is the worst when I'm trying to read or look at something in the car. 100%. I cannot text, I cannot do anything in the car. I have to stare out the window, and I cannot do anything else. 2016 was a fun time. I wasn't motion sick as a kid, but now I get super sick on cars and trains, and I hate planes, so I don't like to travel. Wow. Yeah. When it comes to, like, travel, I just get so much motion sickness drugs and try my best to just hibernate. Well, the only way to get through travel is to not, like, enjoy the travel at all. It is for me to take motion sickness drugs, so I, like, suppresses those things for yet, and then... motion sickness drugs, so suppresses, like, the nausea and dizziness, and then to immediately fall asleep and not wake up until I have to get off whatever thing I'm doing. I hibernate for usually the entire time I'm traveling. It's the only way for me to get out of it. Ooh, you gotta have fun lurking, Rainy. Have fun when we're focusing on your homework. I'm probably gonna be ending stream pretty soon here, because it's, we've gotten to our 3-hour mark already, which is wild. How did this happen? How is it already 3 hours? But I do want to I feel like I need to, like, do something cool to, like, end the stream on, but I don't know what. I mean, I do want to do a quick, maybe we'll just do a quick doodle. I know that it's, like, already hit 3 hours, but maybe we should do a quick doodle to end the stream, because it's been a while since we did a quick doodle. What do you guys think? Hey, Body, why are we, Body? We aren't. Are you okay? Eyes. Then why is a wall coming at us? Quick fall! Body, this is gonna hurt. Human. Ow, why did I do that? Yeah, Shadow Flames. Yeah, there's a little heart on the edge of the cup. So cute. Quick doodle! Alright, quick doodle and call it. Let's do it. Yes, please do, John. Yeah, Ash? Aww. Yeah, my sweet girl. You're so cute. Doodle, doodle, doodle. Yay! Alright. Yes, please roll and set up the polls so that we can know. I was trying to keep going the rhyme and scheme, but I didn't. Set up that poll. But thank you all so much for hanging out while I worked on this. While I worked on this card. We got a lot of the base colors done. We've got all of the flowers over here done. We've got a lot of the stuff, and now it's just this beautiful arch. We have all of the base colors for this beautiful arch left to do. And then it's detail work and lighting. Which will probably take quite a while. So, if you've been enjoying watching me draw this and want to see the final product, I will be working on it every other Tuesday, because I usually go in between Minor Arcana and Major Arcana and Tarot Tuesdays. So next Tuesday, we're going to be starting a new Major Arcana card, and then the Tuesday after that, we're going to be continuing Nine of Pentacles. It already looks amazing. Oh, thank you, LH. Thank you very much. Fancy. Very fancy. It's been 3 hours worth of coloring, you know? And chatting and getting rated 5 times. Shout out to... I'm gonna have to scroll down because there's a lot of people that rated who were absolutely amazing. Shout out to Scribbler Gaming for the raid earlier in the stream, and also shout out to Ombi, the lovely Ombi for the raid, as well as Stumpy Fongo, and both the amazing, the illustrious Susanna Grace and Tabletop Horde. Thank you guys so much for the raids today. Vote! Yeah, 5 raids. 5. First dude back! What would you guys like to watch me draw? We've got either a funky T-Rex, a humanoid buff Ash, which we've already made one humanoid. Oh, Banjalurp, thank you! Oh, that was not recently. I don't know why it just told me that. Banjalurp already followed. I do not know why it told me that Banjalurp just followed. That's a lot of raids. But I don't understand any of these options, but I'm here for all of them. Ash is my cat. There's that thing. And then Let Me Date My Ship book. That's full play, comic typo, and Chibi Sequoia. A funky T-Rex is, I'm assuming, just a cool funky T-Rex. Humanoid buff Ash is Ash as a human, but buff. Full play is, I'm pretty sure, my take on Foals playing together. And then Chibi Sequoia, which is a chibi version of a character from my comic. And Let Me Date My Ship book. It's a Let Me Date My Ship spell book. Let Me Date My spell book. Got it. I understand. For mages in love with their tome. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, not a single one of yours. That's rare. Alright, it's looking like Funky T-Rexes are gonna win. Are we going to draw Funky T-Rex? Let's find out. Alright, let's do it. Funky T-Rex it is. Rigged. Thank you, Craft. Alright, Funky T-Rex it is. Let's get that set up. Oh, Koala's Funky T-Rex. I'm very excited to draw that. Alright, Funky T-Rex, and then... Alright, let me get the timer all set up real quick. Where are you? Where are you, Snaz? There's Snaz. Alright. What? It said another instance of Snaz is already running. That's not true. That's my kind of date book. Okay, what in the butts? What in the butts? I can definitely make the T-Rex maroon. I just don't know why it says that I can't have my timer. I want my timer so you guys can know how long I've been working. Unfair. There we go. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Give him a little teacup? I can give him a little teacup, sure. I can make the T-Rex maroon, and I can make him have a little teacup and a little hat. Of course. All right, let's look at an image of a T-Rex. Just for reference. All right. Let's do this. Oh, a toasty straw! So cute. So cute. Guys, I love this. I love this. All right. Funky T-Rex in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Let's get this rust off, shall we? Give me shutter shade sunglasses. Oh my gosh, guys. This is gonna be the coolest T-Rex ever. Gold nails. Powerful thighs. Me totally boards. This is a dino from the Radical Saturday image. Well, they had to be thick, koala. They have those powerful thighs. I don't know. How are we gonna have him holding a teacup? Like this, maybe? He's got a little bowler hat. And he's got shades, right? Shutter shades. The T-Rex does squats! Okay, I'm gonna get... to somehow kind of work. Sure. Just a squat stream. Alright, Twisty Straw. Big ol' Twisty Straw of tea. Did Saitama's leg training for 3 years. I'd invite him to my birthday. I have to do his... Those are his legs. Because you can't forget that he's a bird, technically. Big ol' scary bird. Is there anything else I'm missing of this T-Rex? Any other small detail that I'm missing of this T-Rex? In terms of the sketch, before I get into the secondary sketch and then the color. Some booty shorts. I feel like someone said that he should have a feather, so I'm gonna give him a feather. Oh yeah, you said you boards, right? There we go. Your cool, friendly neighborhood T-Rex. He's just one of you. Now this is undeniably content. Roar. Maybe a gold chain around the neck. These shutter shades. This is too good. Oh my god. This is too good. I can't. Sometimes I have really good ideas. Yes, you do. So I'm gonna do a little coloring trick that I learned over my break and see if it works. What a funky little T-Rex, I know, right? Good night, Shadow Flames! Thanks for hanging out! Ash moved. Okay, bowler hat, bowler hat, bowler hat. One bowler hat. What color should the skateboard be? Pressure! Pressure! I only have 3 minutes! Come on! Hey, Ambi! Welcome back in! You popped in just at the end of the stream. We are finishing up. We are doing a quick doodle. A 20-minute quick doodle, and then we're gonna go raid somebody. Yellow. Yellow's fine. We'll make the twisty straw yellow too. How do I make him cool in just a minute left? I had an idea, but I forgot it. No! Oh. How to make anything cool real fast. The raddest T-Rex. Alright. 20-minute quick doodle in the can. We did it! Woo! This is very Meet the Robinsons. This is what happened to the T-Rex after Meet the Robinsons. Guaranteed. Thank you so much, everybody. He's so funky. He really is. Look at this good old T-Rex. We love a good 20-minute quick doodle. I honestly drew this T-Rex a lot faster than I thought I was going to. So, you know, wins all around. I hope you like your rad T-Rex, Koala. Thank you, Oceanic. Funky T-Rex, my beloved. Well, I think with that, that's gonna be the end of our stream. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, LH. I think with that, that's gonna be the end of our stream. Just gonna save this funky T-Rex real quick, and let's figure out who to raid. Also, while we're doing that, I just want to say thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with me today. If you liked watching me draw this funky T-Rex or this Nine of Pentacles, both of these amazing pieces will be in the Discord after my stream. I will be downloading the PNG and uploading it into the gallery channel for y'all to check out until my next stream. Thank you for the stream. Thank you so much for the raid, Ombi. Can we cut another shout out in the chat for Ombi? Thank you so much for bringing all of your amazing friends here. I've had so much fun hanging out with everyone, and it truly made my day to have you raid me. You are so wonderful, and I'm so glad that you were able to hang out. Good stream. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back streaming. If you enjoyed watching me draw today, I'll be drawing again on Saturday, and I will also be playing the final chapter of Spiritfarer. The final chapter of Spiritfarer on Thursday. So you can come and hang out with me on Thursday and watch me play a game, or you can come out on Saturday and watch me draw. I also have 3 other streams that are not going to be on this channel later this week on Saturday and 2 more on Sunday. I will be on Rule of Lore's channel at 8 p.m. CST playing Borderlands. On Saturday after my Saturday stream, and then on Sunday I will be a part of Arcana, which is a witchy TTRPG convention made by the wonderful Lisa Penrose, and I will be on a Tarot and TTRPG panel at 1:15 p.m. CST on Sunday, April 25th, not 15th. And then later that day, also at 3:45 p.m. CST, I'll be doing a tarot drawing stream, much like what I was doing today. We're going to be curating a tarot card over there, and that'll be at 3:45 p.m. CST. So those are all the places you can see me this week. And if you want to check out all of that stuff and don't want to remember it, please join the Discord. All of the links to those things are in the announcements channel right now. And also, if you just want to join the Discord to come and hang out and shoot the shit and have fun with the brigade, I'd love to have you. Thanks for the fun draw times! Looking forward to catching you around. I'm super looking forward to catching you around, Annie. It was lovely to have you, and I can't wait to see you when I see you again next time. You're wonderful to be around. Live long and prosper, all. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, that picture. Thank you, Melba. Rule of Lore is on with In Too Deep with our fundraiser. Margot is live, and so is Jubalina. You're a brilliant human being. Thank you, Oceanic. Let's see, who else is live right now? As was said, Rule of Lore is currently live. They're playing some Dungeons & Dragons. Ruby Red is playing some Stardew Valley, who they've rated us in the past. Let's see, who else is live? Margot Simon Art is currently doing some more awesome art. A Blue Skittle is currently live. Agnon Such is currently live, being awesome. St. Lucifer, who is our Neverwinter friend, is also live. Man, there's so many cool people that are live right now. There's so many people that are live right now. I can't remember who haven't I rated in a long time. I don't think I've ever rated St. Lucifer, but I don't know if y'all are interested in Neverwinter right now. Can we get a shout out in chat for St. Lucifer? He is an absolutely wonderful person, and we play Neverwinter together, and he's lovely. So please, please, please go and check him out. But I'm thinking, shall we go and, I'm I'm thinking let's raid Rule of Lore, because they're doing they're currently doing a charity for the all hail Lucy. They're currently doing a charity for Asian Americans Advancing Justice, and they're doing a fundraiser, and I would like to support that and show you guys an absolutely amazing TTRPG channel. I remembered it right. You did. Good, congratulations. I think we're gonna go raid Rule of Lore today. But thank you all so much for hanging out today. Thank you to everyone who came and chilled, for everyone who followed today, for Ambi, for Tabletop Horde, for Susanna Grace. I had so many raids today that I can't remember. For Stumpy Fongo, and for the lovely for the lovely Scribbler Gaming for the 5 raids today. You all are amazing. If I would love to get a shout out in chat for all of them before we raid, but I understand that since there's 5, that is a lot. But I cannot wait to see you all very soon, and I'll see you all on Thursday. And thank you guys so much for the warm welcome back to streaming after a short hiatus. I love you all very much, and I will see you all on Thursday. Bye! So many shout outs.